Testing, testing. Hey guys, nice to see you again. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about everything goal setting for Q2. I attended two of Ali Abdaal's goal setting seminars and I read the 12-week year this year. And I'm excited to show you what I've learned from those resources and how I'm using it to change my goal setting plan moving forward. But first, if we haven't met yet, my name is Alina. I'm a growth minded single mom here in Houston, Texas. And I'm taking you guys along my journey to live my dream life and reach the goals that God has put in my heart. On this channel, I give the single mother's perspective on health and wellness for mother and for child, self development, personal finance, dating, and so much more. You know, there is lyrics in one of Chance the Rapper's songs, and he says, "Look at the fam you grew. God had a plan for you when you thought Jesus forgot you." And even though I'm not Christian, this really resonated with me because I did feel forgotten by God as a single mother for a long time. And I'm sure that many of you did too. And that is the driving force behind my channel, is that I wanted to pick my journey and feeling remembered and feeling considered and connecting again with Allah as a new Muslim and helping other single moms feel too that they've not been forgotten. See you guys in the next shot. Hey guys, as you can see, I'm back in my office and I have to this side of me a visual that I created depicting my strategy moving forward with my goals. If you watched my other videos about goal setting, you know I have some big goals for the year and I'm working very hard to achieve them. This year, like I mentioned, I read the 12-week year and I also attended two of Ali Abdaal's goal setting seminars. From the 12-week year, my main takeaway was that we tend to set very large goals for the year. You know, January 1 comes around and we're like, this year I want to lose 40 pounds and, do all these really big, amazing feats. What the 12-week year suggests is that instead of creating a big goal to accomplish by the end of the year, that we instead create smaller, more actionable goals that we will move forward with vigorously for 12 weeks. So, for example, if I wanted to lose 45 pounds this year, I would reverse engineer that goal into maybe saying, okay, I want to lose 10 pounds in this 12 weeks. Another thing that I take into consideration is something that Leila Hormozi said. And she said that goals should be action oriented. Goals should be focused on the input rather than the output. And in the weight loss example, the output is the result. The output is the amount of weight that has been lost. But she said you have less control over the output in any situation than you have over the input, which would be the consistent action that you're putting forth to achieve that goal. So instead of saying, I want to lose 45 pounds or 10 pounds in 12 weeks, I would say, I want to work out 5 days a week. And that should be the focus of the goal. So I definitely took that into consideration when I was creating this Q2 strategy. And yeah, so we'll review that in just a moment. So starting with this Q2 Dream Life, I took journals from Ali Abdaal's seminars that I attended to start, getting my goal setting juices flowing. And here are the questions that I answered. So first of all, what's my work main quest? My work main quest is to earn my first assignment fee through my wholesaling business. This is my most important goal to accomplish this quarter because I will figure out the necessary process to do this business. I'll be able to pay for Phoenix to attend gymnastics and swim both twice a week and pay down my credit cards. This success will motivate me more and more to get my next deal and ultimately closer to quitting my day job to build my dream wholesaling business, which since writing this goal, my dreams have expanded far beyond wholesaling. So to complete this goal, I commit that by the 30th of June 2025, I will have created a system for research and cold calling so I can make 1 hour of calls daily, Monday through Friday. This feels really exciting and compelling to me because this goal is aligned with my big life goals. It will allow me to continue buying the groceries I want, getting out of debt, paying for Phoenix's confidence building extracurriculars, and travel. And to make sure I complete this goal, I'm going to cut out distractions. I'll ask my sister to change my social media passwords, and I will adjust my existing daily goal plan to focus on this specific goal. So I did have my sister change my social media password, specifically to Instagram. And so I'm proud to say that I have not been on Instagram since that change. And when I said that I will adjust my existing daily goal plan to focus on this specific goal, I'm referring back to another goal that I had at the beginning of this year, which was focused on data analytics and a project that I was working on for Air Barometer. Now, I have continued working on this kind of in the background, and it has been a very challenging project, and I decided to shift my focus. I went on Air Barometer's website and found that they've already have the tool that I was trying to create. So that was kind of an eye opener. And furthermore, I thought it was a little off path of the new goals that I've created for myself. In fact, my new goals are not data analytics focused anymore. Being that I'm working in real estate now, I am interested in continuing my wholesaling business and working my way up to flips. And I want to start my long career in real estate development with ecotech flips. I want to start flips that implement environmentally friendly resources, retrofitting, and technology. And then I want to move toward building neighborhoods that are ecotech focused and maybe even helping to develop cities that are considered ecotech cities. I'm very inspired by what's happening in the Middle East with things like Neom and Masdar City. There are just so many really cool tech forward, eco friendly projects happening in the Middle East and North Africa that have really inspired me, and I hope to make something shake here in Houston and wherever else God takes me. But coming back to my wholesaling main quest. So getting my first assignment fee is my main quest for this Q2. But like I mentioned, I am going to focus my goal on the input rather than the output. So in this case, the output is getting my first wholesaling fee. My input is going to be pulling enough numbers to allow me to make cold calls for 1 hour every day, Monday through Friday. Okay, so as you can see, I created a section for goals and milestones. Since I'm still new to this, I don't expect myself day one of Q2 to be able to make 1 hour of calls Monday through Friday. I mean, I'm also working full time. I have a side hustle during the day. So I recognize that I need to work my way up to that. But milestones are really important to feeling successful and feeling like I am in motion. So my first milestone is pulling enough numbers to last me 3 hours of cold calling weekly. So that would be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Then after that, my next milestone would be 5 hours of calling weekly, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. My next milestone after that is to make positive contact with one motivated seller. So anyone who's cold called before, you know that making calls does not necessarily mean that you're actually talking to someone who's interested in what you're offering. So I do want to at least make positive contact. That means talk all the way through my script with one motivated seller. Then I would like to schedule my first property visit, get my first contract signed, follow that up with my first assignment contract signed by myself and the investor. And then I want to close on that deal, which would mean that I get my first wholesale assignment fee. Okay, so those are my milestones. And then I broke down my first milestones with some actions. And For pulling enough numbers to last me through 3 hours of weekly calls, I need to pull contact information for 30 leads and call those leads Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Next is to pull enough contact number for 50 leads to be able to call Monday through Friday. Now, these are just numbers that I kind of pulled out. Right now, how it's actually working in reality is that I put a bunch of properties through REI Skip, which returned to me some contact information on the homeowners. And I have not had a lot of success, had a lot of success with those numbers. And a lot of those properties did not come back with any contact information. So what I had to do is call the numbers that I was given by REI Skip and then go back through True People Search and manually look for the contact information for these homeowners. I'm really excited to say that I'm expecting to make contact with a motivated seller this week, but that's inshallah. Hopefully, you guys pray for me, and hopefully, this goes through. If not, I will just keep calling and work toward my next positive contact with the seller. But that would be really nice to at least be able to cross that action, cross that milestone. Okay, and as you can see in the fourth column, I have my status, and so you can see where I'm at with each of these things. Okay, another thing that I learned, and this was during Ali Abdaal's seminars, is that it's important to have one main work quest and 3 side quests. So my side quest goals are to continue posting on YouTube twice a month, valuable content for my fellow growth-minded single moms out there. I am so passionate about growing this community and just reaching as many of you as I can. Because like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, as a single mom, I know that we often feel forgotten by God and by, society, I guess. And this is a place for you to know that you have not been forgotten. I want to remind you to connect with Allah, connect with your Creator, because God is there for you. God wants to reconnect with you. And I want to connect with you too. So I want to continue posting on YouTube and connecting with you guys. Next is that I want to begin a monthly short series where I'm speaking in Arabic because my goal is to become fluent in Arabic. Not necessarily this year, but it's an ongoing goal of mine. And I know that I need to work on my Arabic speaking because I mostly do Arabic listening. And so I thought some YouTube shorts would be a fun way to do that. Finally, I want to take my Shahada. I have been practicing Islam for a few months now, at least since the beginning of Ramadan. And I've been holding off on taking my Shahada because I want to do it around my birthday in June as like a new birthday. Anyway, so I will keep you guys updated on those things. And if you want me to create this visual as a resource that you can use in your own life, please let me know in the comments section. And I'm happy to do that just like I did in my first videos with my big goal chart. And speaking of big goals, I want to go back and review the progress that I've made this year because this is my second episode of my 1 year to change my life series. Outfit change, and I'm in my home office now. The audio cut off, and I had to re-record. But anyway, as you can see, there are some brown items that are crossed off in my 2025 goals sheet, and I'm really excited to say that those are the things that I was actually able to achieve already and cross off my list. Under finances, I was able to pay off my personal loan and find a side hustle that will generate over what I anticipated, which was $5,000 to $10,000 annually, and my side hustle will generate actually $12,000 for me annually, which is so exciting. Alhamdulillah for that opportunity. The next thing that I was able to cross off my list was to develop a signature hairstyle, and you guys know I love my twists, but I just added some bangs to it, and I'm very happy with how they look so far. I just cut them myself, so you see like one short one and the other like really long, but I mean, it's fine. And under my motherhood goals, I wanted to continue Phoenix in her coding classes, and I did so. Finally, I wanted to consider a foreign language opportunity for her, and I was able to get her into a school here in Houston that will teach her Arabic, and I'm so excited about that. It's just such a win to introduce cultural richness into my daughter's life and be able to share a bond with her that is my love for languages. Hopefully, she will develop at least an awareness of languages. And Arabic is just such a beautiful language for us to share together and learn together. However, there are obviously so many things left on my goals list to achieve this year, and we are in the second quarter. So let's see what's left. There are some things on here that I am doing, but I don't want to cross off until the end of the year, such as continuing a daily movement practice, nurturing or continue with my nutrition practices, walking, running, and calisthenics. I'm doing most of that. The mindfulness, however, I'm not running at the moment, unfortunately, because I hurt my foot in January, and it hasn't healed yet. So that also might set me back on my 10-mile run goal, but still something I'm aiming for. If not this summer, then sometime this year, inshallah. I have been kind of off and on with the strength training, mobility. After Ramadan, I did a few weeks of, 2 to 3 days of strength training. And actually, most of this year already, I've done my 2 to 3 days of strength training. But since I hurt my foot, I've just been noticing some like knee pain and stuff. So I've been doing my strength training as much. And I have been doing some mobility, but definitely not enough to cross off 2 to 3 days, honestly. And for finances, I need to finish Ramit Sethi's I Will Teach You to Be Rich, implement his strategies, and I need to reevaluate whether or not with the new income I'm spending less than I make. Still need to develop my student loan repayment plan to make monthly payments, and I do have updates on that, so stay tuned. And it's not what you think. It's not like great news. And I want to make $92,000 annually through work. And with my side hustle, I'm at about $86,000 a year. So I'm not far from 92K, but also I don't necessarily want to stay at my current job to get 92K. I would love to make at least 92K whenever I switch over to my business full time. And I want to read Ramit Sethi's Money for Couples. As far as relationships go, I feel like I am on track by strengthening my network by investing in new relationships with people who inspire me, investing in existing relationships, and forging new relationships by attending events on topics that I like. So I've attended some Islamic events, some tech events. I still need to find a Middle East event to attend, and I have attended real estate events. And so I've been meeting people there and nurturing those relationships. For dates, I have gone on a date this year, but that didn't really go anywhere. And finally, on the relationships category, I want to gain 3 quality prospects for romantic partnership, and I still do have that goal. However, I do feel that God is telling me that this year I'm supposed to be single, intentionally single, because I have so many exciting things in the works in my life that I would like to focus on and get sorted before I invite romantic love into my life. And speaking of exciting things, these are my career goals. So if you followed any of my original goal setting videos or watched even my episode 1 of this life change experiment, you know that my goal at that time was to break into like tech via data analytics, focusing on Middle East survey data, Middle East and North Africa survey data. And I have been working on an Arab barometer portfolio. Well, I have still been working on that. However, it was not going well or smoothly, but I was still working on it in the background of everything else I was starting. And I went on their website and found that they already had the tool that I was trying to build. And so, to be honest, I am shifting my plan. I had already decided to shift my plan, and I was just coming back to see if I wanted to complete this Arab barometer project. But seeing that it had already been completed, it occurred to me that there's not really a need for that. Um, and it could be good experience, but yeah, I'm not really interested in becoming a data analyst. I'm still thankful for my skills, and I will be using my skills for projects that are more in alignment with my current career goals. With that being said, my current career goals are to continue with wholesaling and work my way up to doing my first flip. And I would like to specialize in eco tech flips where the homes are retrofitted to be environmentally friendly and tech forward. So I just imagine like rooftop gardens and like plants all along the side of homes and a lot of tech within the home to make the homeowner's life just feel really like futuristic and forward thinking. And even beyond ecotech flips, I want to develop neighborhoods and help develop cities that are ecotech focused. So that is a really exciting update in my career plan. And as you can see, this is something that I really want to work hard on, especially this year before I invite someone into my life for romantic love and start having more children. So most of these things are going to be changed in this category. However, I still will continue building a network by attending tech and meta events and also real estate events. And I want to begin my career with an opportunity in my desired field. And I did already create that opportunity for myself by creating my company, which is Minaret Property Investments. And inshallah, we'll be investing in acquiring so many properties here in Houston and ultimately flipping ecotech flips. For experiences, I want to take Phoenix to go traveling, and we will do that. I don't know if we're going to go to Mexico, but we definitely will go somewhere really nice that I know she will enjoy. And I will update you guys when we do that. I want to go back to the Middle East, but that is going to be on my experiences category every year until the end of time. I don't know if that's in the cards for me. Inshallah, I would love to go back to the Middle East, of course. But with me building this company and my ideas and just really needing to focus, I think going back to the Middle East might be something for the following year or even the year after. Furthermore, I want to visit my sister, which we might do in May or later in the year, and go on a hike with Phoenix, which I plan to do in May, inshallah, when we go get a cabin in Oklahoma with my siblings. Very excited about that. For personal development, I wanted to continue developing my personal style. And if you guys remember, I invested a lot of time and money into updating my wardrobe. And I'm glad I did that. But I will be honest, increasing your or improving your wardrobe is definitely a journey because even though I got all these clothes, still I noticed myself slipping back into clothes that I'm more comfortable with, which are clothes that make me feel like sloppy and not present forward the Alina that I see in my mind. So it wasn't just getting the clothes, then I had to go back to my closet and get rid of all of my old Alina clothes. And although I am content with the items that I have so far, I still do see that there's a gap between what I am wearing, what I'm presenting today, and the Alina that ultimately want to present myself as. So I'm just taking it step by step. I am working with ChatGPT to acquire items that ultimately the Alina that I see in my mind would wear, but my taste is very expensive. Right, the Alina in the future, her taste is very expensive. So just taking baby steps and being grateful for the steps that I have taken. Microblading, I do still want to microblade like the thinness on the outside of my eyebrows, maybe for my birthday. And I want to continue posting twice a month on YouTube because I still want to keep connecting with single moms while I'm on this journey. Like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, as a single mom, I know I have felt forgotten by God, by like society. I felt left behind and like stigmatized. So posting these YouTube videos for me helps me continue building a community with all the rest of the growth minded single moms out there. And whenever you do feel that you've been forgotten, I want you to come back here and know that I'm encouraging you to go back and connect with the Creator, because the Creator has never left you. Creator is inside of you, and Creator wants to be one with you yet again. You just have to open yourself up to trusting Allah. And if you feel that society has turned their back on you, know that you have a community here of other growth minded single moms who support you and encourage you and believe in your dreams and believe in your strength. So I will continue doing that. I'm so sorry. And finally, my motherhood goals. I need to improve my consistency with practicing math with Phoenix on a regular basis. I need to improve regular STEM projects. So far, I've done like 2 this year, which is more than last year. So I am proud about that. And we are still continuing with our health optimization habit formation day by day, step by step, just trying to lead by example. So, yeah, that is it for my 2025 goal recap. I am very proud of myself for the effort that I've made, and I can see that I will accomplish all of these things, with the exception of the career things, because I'll have to change that stuff. But let me know, how is your 2025 going? How have you accomplished any of the goals that you set forth, or maybe you need to revisit your goals and re-strategize using the 12-week year. So let me know if any of that applies to you. And I'm just so happy that you clicked on this video today and that you watched it till the end. Thank you guys so much. And yeah, I'm rooting for you. I'm here for you. We're all in this together. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.